Just a few years ago, fitness professional Joel Marion released his best-selling diet program to the world called Extreme Fat Loss Diet. It was an instant success and changed the way people look at diets. No longer did you have to starve yourself to get the body you've always wanted. Joel gave you a path to follow which was safe, healthy, and also involved one day of eating what you wanted. So let's take a look at my Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. Over the years, Extreme Fat Loss Diet got updated and revised for the new years, but it's been a while since the best-selling fat loss diet has been updated. It's now 2015, and with the new year brings a whole new Extreme Fat Loss Diet. Joel has decided to take a step back and let two of the top fitness pros take a swing at bat with his flagship product. Dan Long, who you may remember from Suspension Revolution, as well as Sean Hedsel, have joined Joel Marion to help kick off and launch Extreme Fat Loss Diet. It's still the same great program you've always loved, but with a new twist, updated information, revised and upgraded. I did a Extreme Fat Loss Diet review, the first program when Joel released it about a year ago, and I lose over 23 pounds in about a month. So I'm sure Extreme Fat Loss Diet will be even better, as Dan Long and Sean Hedsel have had the time to refine the program. Still, like any program I review, I want to make sure I go through it so I can give you the best possible Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. This is the newest version, which has a little bit of the old mixed with a little bit of new to create a fresh and updated approach to his successful diet program. I'm sure you might be wondering why Dan, Sean and Joel are releasing a new version of the best-selling program, especially if the last one worked so well. This is a common question, as it seems a lot of people do this in the health and fitness industry. The reason is simple, and it's not because Dan, Sean and Joel wants access to all the money in your wallet. It's because, like anything in life, things change over time, things evolve, things grow, and the same can be said for diets, health, and fitness. I'm sure in time this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review will change as well over time. New breakthroughs are discovered, new workouts, new exercises. Things don't stay the same as much as we would want them to. When it comes to the fitness industry, the same can be true. If you're not keeping up with the times, you become a fossil. You become nothing more than an outdated fitness trainer who had success once upon a time. So like any business, you have to keep moving forward, and that's why Dan Long and Sean Hedsel have decided that 2014 is the right time to release Extreme Fat Loss Diet. So I figured I would write up a new Extreme Fat Loss Diet review for you. I'm sure some of you have a lot of questions. I know some of you were part of his first program and others don't have the slightest clue. That's okay, because that's why I'm doing this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review for you. I want you to know what you're getting with this program, the good and the bad. So let's get started with my Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. What exactly is Extreme Fat Loss Diet? The first part of this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review I wanted to cover is exactly what the program is about. It's a 25-day program which was created specifically to help you lose the stubborn fat that you just can't seem to get rid in areas such as your belly, love handles, and other hard-to-lose places. This isn't the same old diet that you've seen time and time again, and this isn't some diet that has been pieced together from other places. This Extreme Fat Loss Diet review will explain what differences exist between the programs. This is a diet that was created by Joel and refined with the help of Dan and Sean with the help of his team from the ground up. Everything from the food you eat, the workouts, the days you're on the day, and more have been worked on over and over again to make sure the end result is you saying goodbye to the fat you've been trying to get rid of for so long. Just keep reading this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review to get the complete breakdown. This diet combines specific timed workouts with a unique nutrition model to help manipulate your body into burning fat instead of holding on to it like many diets do. The Extreme Fat Loss Diet combines many different methods into a unique 5-day cycle which basically kickstarts your metabolism into using fat as energy. Thus the stubborn fat is burned off as fuel for your body. Let's continue with the Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. This 5-day cycle is made possible by something Dan, Joel, and Sean call the Extreme Fat Loss Strategic Synergy Triangle. That's a mouthful, isn't it? This is what allows you to get your fastest fat loss ever in just 25 days. Let's take a little look at what the synergy triangle consists of, shall we? In the next part of this extreme fat loss diet review, I want to look at their synergy triangle. Pre-cheat depletion. In this part of the extreme fat loss diet review, I want to discuss pre-cheat depletion. Now I know most of you have heard that extreme fat loss diet makes use of something called the cheat day, but before you start to think about cheating, you have to first teach your body to burn fat. Most diets teach that you burn the fat off when you actually diet and exercise, but that isn't the case here. Extreme methods such as fasting can work when done short term, especially here because it can create a big calories deficit and can also help kickstart much fastest fat loss. The second reason is this helps your body to drain the carbs that are stored in the body. By removing the carbs, your body will need an energy source to burn, and that will be all the fat. Third, this helps to shut off your body's desire to burn sugars as its pure energy source. We want the body to focus on burning fat and not sugar/carbs. The fourth part is that it allows you to gain control and start to stabilize your blood sugar, which results in even more fat loss. You can obviously read more about this from the official website. Let's move on to the next part of the extreme fat loss diet review. Multifunctional cheat days. In this part of the extreme fat loss diet review, I want to look at the multifunctional cheat days. Cheats foods and cheat days are the huge fads nowadays in the diet world. It's funny because back in the day, extreme fat loss diet was one of the first successful diet programs to preach this method. Cheat days and cheat foods can be a great thing, but when used the wrong way, they do nothing but hurt the person's results and create self-sabotage. The key is to understand how to do it properly, and when you use pre-cheat depletion along with the other part of the triangle, strategic exercise implementation, then you get a formula for success. This will allow you to take part in enjoying your most extreme cravings and completely get rid of the diet every 5 days. This also allows you to get a massive surge of fat-burning hormones which produce more fat loss. It seems crazy that eating your cravings can actually help you lose weight when done correctly and in a proper manner. Very strategic exercise implementation. In this part of the extreme fat loss diet review, I want to look at the strategic exercise implementation. This makes up the final part of the triangle. This is basically strategically timed exercise and workout sessions that burn fat when the body is almost ready to melt it away. This will allow you to burn fat and also make your body receptive to build more muscles. This is important because we want to burn fat, not muscle. Muscle is important to overall health and having a great looking body. Combine this with the other parts of the triangle and strategic nutrient manipulation, and you have all the tools you need to put your body into a fat burning machine whenever you want and anytime you want. All of this helps to make up the 5-day cycle which creates extreme fat loss diet. Also, unlike a lot of diets that stop working the moment you stop, you'll actually find that you'll continue to get results even after the diet has run its course. This is because extreme fat loss diet forces your metabolism to increase and continue to work for you months after your diet is over. This doesn't mean you can go and eat Burger King 3 times a day, but as long as eat a pretty normal routine, you won't have any problems. We'll also cover what's included with the program in my extreme fat loss diet review. I was a student of the first extreme fat loss diet program, and to this day, my weight is about the same with very moderate exercise, and I enjoy myself when I eat. I don't watch calories or drink shakes. When I want a slice of pizza, I eat it. When I want some candy, I eat it. The cool part is my body is working overtime 24 hours a day for me. This is awesome because most diets just lower the rate of nutrition your body processes. The next section of this extreme fat loss diet review is what's included with extreme fat loss diet. So in this part of the extreme fat loss diet review, I want to look at what's included. Now I'm sure the sales page for extreme fat loss diet will tell you about everything you're getting, but I wanted to break down what you get with Joel Marian's new system here for you. This way you can make an informed decision if this program is a match for your goals. Here's the entire extreme fat loss diet system, but please remember I'm not including all the fast action bonuses in this review. I'm only reviewing the main program, Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 1, the Diet Manual, $197 value. This is a complete manual which breaks down and details everything you'll need to know about the Extreme Fat Loss Diet program. You'll discover what to eat, when to eat, you'll get a detailed list of the foods you can consume, charts, FAQs, tables and a lot more. I wanted to include more of a breakdown in this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review, but I think this gives you the simplest explanation. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 2, the Training Manual, $197 value. This training manual was contributed by the suspension revolution man himself, Dan Long. This Extreme Fat Loss Diet Training Manual features a number of fat-burning workouts that were created and designed to work in a strategic manner, as Dan would say, to make sure that each day you're on the Extreme Fat Loss Diet you're getting the best results. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 3, Workout Log Sheets, $47 value. This component allows you to be comfortable knowing you don't have to guess what to do next with the Extreme Fat Loss Diet. The workout log sheets give you very simple printable, customized XFLD log sheets. These easy-to-follow templates allow you to maintain your fat loss success because you won't get lost or confused as to what to do next with the program. You'll be able to take these with you if you're traveling, going to a gym or just working out at home. Record your progress, keep track of everything and have no worries. This seems so simple, but having something like a log sheet can really help keep you on track. Let's keep moving on with this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 4, the Success Journal, $27 value. If you know anything about fitness, then you know how important it is to keep a journal and record your experiences and results. This has been proven to increase your success rate. This journal makes the entire process of recording super easy by providing both daily and weekly log sheets. In addition, you'll also get a number of questionnaires. This is a powerful tool and will help you to get the most out of your program. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 5, the Supplementation Guide, $27 value. In this manual, the XFLD tram will breaks down and outlines the most powerful and effective supplementation techniques and strategy to use in connection with the Extreme Fat Loss Diet program. This will help you to accelerate your results over the 25-day program. I wanted to point something out in this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review for a moment. Supplements are not a required part of this program. Still, the right plan can make a big difference in your results. This supplement guide makes sure you have the best recommendations directly from the team behind this program. So if you're someone who likes supplements, then you'll enjoy this component. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 6, the XFLD Cliffs Notes, $47 value. I've always loved Cliff Notes as I've found them very helpful over the years. These are the down and dirty, nuts and bolts version of the Extreme Fat Loss Diet program. Once you've gone through the main program, referencing these Cliff Notes as you'll work through the program will help you save time and provide a great resource. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 7, Pre-Program Quick Start Checklist, $47 value. Before you begin the program, I highly recommend you start with this module first. This pre-program quick start checklist helps you to make sure you have everything lined up for your future success. This is a step-by-step, detailed and itemized checklist to make sure you everything in place leading up to your first day with the system. Extreme Fat Loss Diet Component 8, Wall Calendar, $27 value. It may not seem like a big deal, but research has shown and proves that when you have a simple, easy-to-follow calendar that allows you to keep track of your progress, that you are twice as likely to stay on task, stay motivated and to follow through. This wall calendar is printable and is customized. It has each day of the Extreme Fat Loss Diet drawn, planned, and mapped out for you. Dan, Joel, and Sean just wanted to make sure you had every tool possible for success. Let's continue with my Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. The good and the bad of Extreme Fat Loss Diet, so I wanted to make sure this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review covered the pros and the cons. When doing a proper review, I think it's important to include the good as well as the bad. Nothing is perfect in this world, and if someone tells you it is, then I would question them a little. This doesn't mean a program is awful because it has a flaw, but it's just the way things are. Think of it, diamonds, even with a flaw, are still worth a lot and a lot of money. Here are the pros and the cons of Extreme Fat Loss Diet. Extreme Fat Loss Diet pros: the 5-day cycle that the program puts you through is very cool because it's an awesome way of making you stay with the program and keep on track. Since the diet is always changing up and not just the same thing every day, you don't get bored. Plus, since you only have to hang in there for 24 hours, it really increases your success rate. The entire program and all of the resources and exercises are super easy to understand. Dan, Joel, and Sean are very good at explaining things in a very simple and down-to-earth manner. There is no way, unless you can't read, and even then it will be hard for you to mess up. Since this diet actually increases your metabolism, you will continue to lose weight even after the diet is done. This is great because so many diets fail once you stop doing them. The authors don't set expectations far beyond your ability to obtain them. They set very simple expectations for you which result in more successes and very clear results. It's important to understand the science behind a diet and why it works instead of just wondering how it does work. You won't have to wait for this to be shipped to you, and there aren't any shipping fees. Once you made the investment, you get instant access to the entire program. No waiting. Extreme Fat Loss Diet has some of the best customer services in the industry. If you're not happy for any reason, and that means any reason, Dan Long, Sean Hedsel, and Joel Marion will give you a full 60-day money-back guarantee. Let's move on to the cons with this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. Extreme Fat Loss Diet cons. I hear a lot of people who write Extreme Fat Loss Diet reviews claim this is an easy diet. I'm going to be very upfront and say that the Extreme Fat Loss Diet isn't the easiest program on the block in terms of intensity. The diet is very hard, not hard to understand, but it does push you. If you're someone who never follows through on diets, then I recommend you avoid this one. If you're serious and to the core, this is the program for you. While the cheat day sounds awesome, it may hinder some people. Habits can be very hard to break, and the moment you start to enjoy your cheat day, you could reverse. Obviously, this all depends on you and your willpower, but it could happen. Extreme Fat Loss Diet isn't a completely new system from the first version. It's still the same program, but with new information, new exercises, and other upgrades. So just be aware this isn't a completely new program from the ground up. It does have a ton of new stuff, but it is still based on the first version. Let's look at my opinions in this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review. So what's the real deal with Extreme Fat Loss Diet? So in this part of the Extreme Fat Loss Diet review, let's look at what's the real deal is with this program. So what it all comes down to in the end is, does it work? Does Extreme Fat Loss Diet fulfill its promise of being the best fat loss program on the market? Well, I can't in all honesty say it's the best out of all of them because I haven't gone through all of them, but what I can say without a doubt is it's the best program I've ever done. It did take some work and some time for me to adjust to the 5-day cycle, but in the end, I lose more weight than I ever did in the past, and only in 25 days. Once again, as I write this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review, I can't say if this program is the perfect match for you. I wrote this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review to just give you an overview. Only you know your goals and your body, but I do ask that if you're unsure to please give it go. You have nothing to lose, as Dan, Sean, and Joel have one of the best deals in the world. If for some odd, and I do mean the odd, reason you don't experience success with the diet after you have followed all of the steps and actually did everything you are supposed to, then the team will refund all of your money and you still get to keep the program. I always try to let people know in my reviews, especially one as big as this Extreme Fat Loss Diet review, that you can always get your money back. So really, what do you have to lose? I think a beginner or a more advanced person will find this program useful because unlike other diets, it can be modified. Don't worry, as Dan and Sean explains how in the program. The key is you must be willing to put in the work. Real success comes from real work. Did I mention Dan and Sean are offering the Extreme Fat Loss Diet at 60% off right now? So you may want to jump on it before you have to pay full price. Gas prices are still high, and just imagine what you could do with the freed up money.